Hi everybody, welcome to Change Your Thoughts Today show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of PositiveLifeAffirmations.net, a program to help you change your beliefs to change your life. So today I want to speak about, we've done a webinar last night. I'm not going to speak about that, but we've done a webinar last night and I forgot how emotionally it drains you when you're doing a webinar. So I was all hyped up for it beforehand. I was really excited about it. And I was really excited during the webinar, but after it I was absolutely knackered after it, and this morning I'm just on a it's not a slump, that's the kind of wrong word, but it kind of emotionally drains you, and you just could do with a total day off, to be honest, but obviously there's way too much work to do. So I thought, okay, what am I going to talk about today? So I thought, okay, 6 things to tell yourself when you feel emotionally drained. I thought that would be appropriate. I just found that article at just the right time. So these kind of emotional crashes, a lot of people go through these emotional crashes. So it could be for weeks on end, you feel on a real high and you're really buzzing about life and everything's going really well. And you just feel on a high. And I always feel on a high most of the time. But when I do something big like we did on the webinars last night, and because there was such a build up to it, then there's inevitably a crash as well. It's a crash in energy, a crash in emotions, just feel totally drained. But you can pick yourself back up. There's ways to do that. And so I thought I would talk about that today, because I know a lot of people do go through that. And as I said, I don't tend to go through it very often, but I thought it'd be a good thing to talk about it. And emotions come in all shapes and sizes. So my emotional crash is just I'm drained. Is drained of energy, so that the emotions are dried up. But there's the other emotions as well, when just everything gets too much. It could be at work, it could be with family, it could be in your personal life, just whatever. It just gets too much. I think we have to remind ourselves it's okay to cry. It's not admitting defeat or anything when you let it out, because what your body's telling you, if you feel like that, it's looking for an outlet. And it's okay to cry from that point of view. I'm not saying I feel like crying just now. That's just one way of dealing with it if your emotions are just getting too much of you. But it's good to get that release as well. And I remember when we were younger, when me and my little sister Izzy, when we usually got up to loads of trouble, and my dad used to give us a row, and we'd end up crying or something like that, because we were upset, obviously. But it's strange, I always found that I got a brilliant night's sleep after I had a good cry when I was younger. I know that's totally different from being an adult, but it just reminded me of that when I was talking about it there just now. So it's good to get those feelings and that energy, give it some kind of release. So it's almost like a negative energy within you, or if you imagine like a black cloud within you, it's just sitting there and there's nowhere for it to go. And if you cry, it releases that emotional energy. And usually what happens is you get a really good sleep after you've had a good cry. I don't know if you find that as well. I don't know if that's just me or not. Not that I cry often, but just thought I'd share that with you. So it's good to cry, and it's okay to cry as well, because it's releasing something from within your body. And that's what the tears are for. It's like releasing that emotional block that you may have inside you, and all that build-up of all the emotions as well. Number 2, your friends really do want you to call them. So if you're feeling really emotional and you're feeling drained and you just don't know where to turn to, call your friends. Because a lot of people don't want to burden other people with their problems. But unless you're burdening people with your problems all the time, and that's all you do every day, which I highly doubt, it's okay to call your friends, or it's okay to call your family, the close family members as well, and just tell them how you're feeling and you just want a wee pick-me-up. There's so many times, like I've called my family, or when I've been at home, and I've called Sharon, my wife, just to hear her voice is enough to boost that energy back up, and enough to get you thinking, this is what it's all about. It's all about family, it's all about your partner, it's all about your children or your friends. But call your friends or call the people who you love. And as long as you're only doing it every now and again, they're not going to bother. In fact, they'll actually welcome it. They'll welcome you calling them just to say, and it is good for them to know that you want them to understand you, and they're going to be there for you as well. They want you to know that as well. So that was the second one. Number 3, tell yourself you need a break, because sometimes you do. Sometimes we go through all this stuff in our lives just now, and then we think, oh, I can't take a break, or I can't do that, I can't go on holiday, need to get that done, I've got all these things to do. But what's going to happen is you're not going to perform to the best of your ability unless you do take a step back and take a break. And I found that often, particularly with business, when it's kind of high pressured as well, you need to take a step back and just take a break and just say, okay, I'm having a day off. I'm just having a day. Usually I have a day off on kind of maybe a Saturday or a Sunday. So I'll go over and visit my parents with Sharon or the boys as well, and we have a day off, or we just go for a drive, or we go for a meal or something like that. And I just take a total day off from work. But I plan it in advance, so I'm going to take that day off. And you might need that as well. It might not be because you've got a business, it might just be your personal life, your work life, your family life. You just need a break. And one of the things that I love doing, and I don't know if you get this as well, what I love doing to take a break is go to Waterstones, the bookshop. And I plan, it's usually I always for Christmas, I always ask for Waterstones vouchers. So there's a wee gift card you get from Waterstones. So my sons always say, what do you want for Christmas? And my wife says, what do you want for Christmas? And my family says, what do you want for Christmas? And I says, Waterstones card, Waterstones vouchers. So I usually get about £150 worth of Waterstones vouchers. That's from all the family and kind of friends and my sons and Sharon. Well, not Sharon, she buys me kind of other presents. And I plan a day in Waterstones. And usually I plan a day when I'm kind of building up to something big and I know I'm going to kind of be drained. And going to the bookshop, I don't know, there's something about going to a bookshop, smelling the smells of brand new books. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. Smelling the smells of brand new books, there's no better smell than a brand new book. And just sitting in there having coffee and spending time from 10 o'clock in the morning till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just brilliant, and it just re-energises me, and I buy books as well, and I can't wait to kind of read them, and I'm on the kind of train journey, and I'm just kind of sitting by myself and just really enjoying my own company. And it's brilliant. I just love it, and I think there's no better way to kind of chill out than go to a bookshop for the day. Number 4, tell yourself you're doing the best you can do. That's all anybody can ever ask of you. You are doing the best you can do. You can't give any more. So if you're giving your 100% to everything, obviously there's going to be times when you feel totally and utterly emotionally drained. And whether it be if you're giving your all to your family, which most of us do, to a family, our sons or kids, our spouses, or a kind of extended family as well, and our friends, you're doing the best that you can do. So you have to give yourself a break and say, listen, I'm doing the best I can do just now. Stop beating yourself up. And again, just take a step back and look at everything that you're doing. Because you have to take a moment to realise how much you are actually doing in your life and how much of a difference you're making in other people's lives as well because of it. Number 5, and this is very, very true. It might not seem like it just now. Number 5 is things will get better tomorrow. Often I've had days where I kind of feel emotionally drained and I think, oh, this is a shit day, man. And I just can't get anything done. I can't focus properly, and the energy's not there. And usually, I'm really tired, obviously, so I get a great night's sleep, and things are always better the next day, unless anything traumatic has happened in your life. Obviously, that's in a different situation. I'm talking about day-to-day stuff when you get that emotional drain. And number 6, the last one, remind yourself that everything is temporary. Literally everything is temporary. So far in your life, you have 100% succeeded in overcoming every single hurdle that's came your way in your life. 100%. You've got a 100% pass rate at overcoming all the obstacles that have come up in your life. And when you think about it that way, you go, actually he's right. You've overcome every single obstacle you've ever came up against in your life. You've got through it. And you're going to get through this again as well if you feel kind of that drain, if you feel emotionally drained, or if you're in a situation where you just think, how the hell am I going to get out of this? You will get over it, and everything is temporary, and it will happen again, and you'll keep that 100% pass mark as well. You'll keep it. So that was my message for today. It's just because I was feeling totally drained after last night. So I wanted to share that with you today, just to remind you, because we all go through the same kind of things. We all go through this kind of emotional drain as well. So I thought I'd share that with you. So I'm just going to go to some of the comments. Don Adams Bowen, awesome topic, love it. I'll rewatch this again today. Oh, brilliant, Donna, thanks for watching again. Becky Williams Jennings, amen. Stacey Nunnery Plastic, saying love that saying. Everything is temporary. Yeah, I think if that's what you're talking about, I think that's what you're saying. Gina is saying, hi Jackie. Well, this conversation's been going on. Sorry, I've not been watching the actual comments as I've been kind of talking. Jackie Bunton-Marsh, I love crystal and metaphysical shops too, Gina. We have so much in common. So there's conversations going on between other people as well, which is cool. That's brilliant, because I love this community for that. Because usually when I get on a live, everybody else is kind of talking to each other as well and commenting as well, and that's what I love about it as well. You missed number 4. Who was saying that? Terry Johnson missed number 4. Number 4 was just to remind yourself you're doing the best you can do. If you're going 100% of everything that you're doing, just remind yourself that you're doing the best that you can do, and you can't give any more. I hear these people who say, you know, like on the X Factor, you gave 150%. You can't get any bloody more than 100% of a person. The only more, if you can get 100% more, it's only in price when you're talking about prices or kind of numbers or stuff like that. But when you're talking about a person, you can only give up to 100%. That's all you can give. And as long as you're giving your all, just remind yourself that you're doing the best you can to your ability just now. So that's what number 4 was. And so I hope that helps. DNA is saying great topic, Steve. Thank you very much, DNA, and thanks for coming on. Gina Sendev is saying it's a tribe. This is a tribe. I love the Change Your Thoughts tribe. It's a brilliant tribe as well. So yeah, I just love how everybody kind of interacts when we're on the lives as well. Even within the kind of page itself, people are helping each other and talking to each other. It's brilliant. Janet Williams saying this is very uplifting. Thank you very much, Janet. And Joan McKinney, thanks Steve, emotionally and PSI call drained. Excellent. Linda Moore, lifted the pressure. It's great to finally hear it's okay to recharge, especially when you're doing so much. I think a lot of us don't actually realise how much we're actually doing in life. Particularly we've got kind of families and young kids as well, or if we're looking after someone else. It can be really difficult, and I don't think we realise how much we actually do for our family and for other people as well. And it's good just to take a step back and just say, right, I need to chill out a wee bit, I need a wee bit of me time, I need to spend time alone just to recharge the batteries. And that's why I said about going to a bookshop. Bookshop's brilliant for recharging your batteries. Maybe I'm just a wee kind of book freak, but I just love it. There's no better place. And in nature as well. I was talking about kind of being near water yesterday. That's so fantastic as well. I'm just going to see if we've got any more comments. Russ Spencer's on. Russ from Knots. My dad would say that every day is a good day if you open your eyes. Very true. That's brilliant, Russ. I love that. Every day is a good day if you open your eyes. And that's true. So it depends on how you kind of perceiving things as well. So presumably that's what he was talking about, Russ. So how you perceive things changes as well. It depends on your kind of attitude, and it depends on your positivity and your kind of positive outlook on life as well. So yeah, I totally agree with that. That's brilliant. Catherine Angel Eyes McLeod, so true. Gina, me too. Divine timing indeed, Stephen. Thank you again. I'm so very grateful. Thank you for showing up, Catherine. I really appreciate everybody that shows up on a regular basis. There's loads of people show up on a regular basis. I love it, and I so appreciate you as well. So sending love out to everybody. So thank you very much. Donna Struthers is saying, I'll take your advice on the bookshop. Definitely. I'll try and get some people to buy you vouchers first so you can buy stuff at the bookshop as well. I'll be sharing this one for sure, Don Adams Bowen. Okay, with that, it was going to be a quick one today. I hope that helped. If you like these videos, obviously share them as well. I really appreciate you sharing them. And I really appreciate all the wee hearts that are going across as well. Just tap, tap, tap on the hearts. So I really appreciate that. It just shows kind of what I'm talking about is kind of on point, and it's kind of worthwhile as well. We've got wee hearts flying across there. Thank you very much. Love the wee hearts. There's something about the wee hearts flying across there that's brilliant. So I'm going to leave you there just now. In fact, I don't feel drained anymore. See, doing these lives kind of lift me up as well. That's from all your energy. So I don't feel drained anymore. But I think it's a good thing to talk about as well, and hopefully it's helped you in some way. So until tomorrow, have a brilliant day. Namaste. Take care. Bye now.